Now, 6 armed men believed to be robbers have killed 1 person and injured 3 others in a robbery attack on several shops at Yama near Walewale in the northeast region. The gunmen were said to have arrived on motorbikes and started shooting in the village center before targeting and robbing 2 mobile money vendors and a phone shop. Eyewitnesses in the community tell JoyNews both the deceased, identified as 38-year-old Bugri Moro, and the other injured victims were hit by stray bullets as they attempted to flee the scene of the attack following the indiscriminate firing by the robbers. The attack has thrown the entire community into a state of shock and mourning, while some of the residents are accusing the police of failing to protect them and threatening to take matters into their own hands. Ilyasu Tanko has more.
This shop, Sonkaba Enterprise, is probably the most popular and busiest shop here in Yama, one of the neglected communities about 30 kilometers from Walewale in the West Mamprisi municipality. They sell mobile phones, credit cards, and at the same time conduct mobile money services here. It was the first shop targeted when armed men launched a robbery assault in the village, which resulted in the death of a male resident and the injuries of 2 others on Wednesday night. JoyNews has learned a number of customers were inside the shop when the attack occurred. Ali Tolata was one of them, but he was lucky to have escaped the attack unhurt.
When we hear the gunshot, so we step outside to see what happened. So immediately we step outside. We saw them coming in. 2 of them ran into the room. So I take one direction and also take that way, one direction. So immediately when I was to pass, they even caught me and I escaped. So I ran away and he also ran away. So we were there crying for help, but we couldn't get because they're firing everywhere.
Eyewitnesses and victims say the 6 armed gang arrived on 3 motorbikes and began to fire indiscriminately to scare the villagers before looting the shops. Mohammed Buhari is the owner of the shop. He was also caught up in the attack, but he too successfully fled the scene unharmed.
Who was outside shooting the guns, so everybody ran away, leaving them here. So they shoot them, come inside, they pick all the phones we are selling here and the money that was inside the room. They pick everything, and 1 phone, we are using that phone for mobile money registration. And they pick that one too. The money, I can say 5,000 going, and the phones, as you can see here, all was full. So they picked everything, leaving only this one, and this ones they ran and that one's for. That's why we are able to get that one.
Some eyewitnesses also said there was chaos during the attack as people ran for their lives while the robbers operated uninterruptedly from one shop to another. Joshua Wuni operates an over-the-counter chemical store at the scene of the attack. He was in his store when the robbers arrived and witnessed the entire operation.
I was trying to come out, but the time that I was trying to come out, if I come out, they will shoot me. So I hide inside my drugstore. But then I was afraid. I can't even come out. The way they were firing the warning shots, it was not easy. Even today, can't you see that some of the stores are locked? We are afraid. We don't even know when they will be coming back. Ghana police, they have to help us.
Some mobile money vendors and shop owners in the community say the attack, although not the first, has renewed their fears and asked the police to set up a checkpoint on the road or build a police station in the community.
I'm totally afraid. I can't even do one transaction. From when they just hear sound and they said armed robbers, I left the shop. I ran away with my boys. We couldn't come back. Even up to date, we couldn't do every single transaction. We don't know where to find our transaction phones. We threw them away and ran for our life. No security were there to protect us.
Some of the residents are also accusing the police of failing to protect them and have indicated their readiness to form vigilante groups to protect themselves.
The policeman of the levels go.
So what is the essence of the police if they cannot protect us? And if that is the case, they should allow us to come out with our weapons to protect ourselves. The victims, according to the residents, were hit by bullets from the indiscriminate firing of the guns by the robbers. The deceased has since been buried while the wounded were still being treated. The robbers fled after the operation, leaving behind one motorbike before the police could arrive. The motorbike has since been detained by the community members after they refused to hand it over to the police. The police in the municipality said an active manhunt was underway to track down the perpetrators. Ilyasu Tanko reporting